Okay, folks, here we go. We are now on to episode 10 of this journey. If you were here for episode 9, you would have seen that this accidentally started, so you kind of have an idea what it was going to be. Just writing a note. Blues Traveler. Once again, I have to thank Justin, my friend from way back then. He kind of got me into the blues rock type stuff. Robert Cray, who's on this playlist journey, was a result of his influence. Blues Traveler, Sass Jordan. Was there anyone else out of those three? Because me and Justin we were huge Zeppelin fans at the time, and then I started kind of going into the more heavier, progressive kind of metal type and he kind of wanted more of the bluesy rock stuff. He was a big Kiss fan too. It just wasn't for me. Trying to think. Anyways, so Blues Traveler. Now, Travelers and Thieves was their second album. That was the first album of theirs that I bought and listened to. And I love that album to this day. I absolutely adore that album. Again, it's like your first love. It's the same affection. It will always have that nostalgia. It's set in a special place in my heart and mind. Nothing can touch it. Nothing can fade it. I love just about everything on that album. Every song, and I thought, well, which song is going to bring the most remembrance of that time for me? And I think it's Sweet Pain. Not necessarily lyrical content, but this was one of the highlights of the album for me. Now, if I remember correctly, it's not going to have John Popper with the harmonica, but that's okay, because he's still a phenomenal vocalist and lyricist. And this one also is going to feature a little bit more of Chan Kinchler. Is it Kinchler or Kinkla? I don't know how to pronounce the name, the guitar player, who I think is probably one of the more underrated, underappreciated guitar players out there. But I don't think he wanted that adulation anyways. He didn't want all of that. I think he plays a very, very strong, important role in my understanding that a guitar player doesn't always have to be the guy. He can still kick ass, but he doesn't have to be the guy. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you have a lead guy like John Popper, who was so, back then, very large in stature, but musically as well, having the musical pedigree. And, with his vocals and his harmonica just dominating their sound. So, Sweet Pain. That is the actual cover of the album. This is an advertisement for their new album, Travelers. So I've reacted to a couple of those songs already. All right, Blues Traveler. Oh, man. This is going to bring back some memories, folks. This is going to be really nice for me. And I hope for you as well. Because I'm trying to share with you guys the beauty of all the stuff that influenced me musically. Yeah.
A chance to see Roxanne's eyes out of the sky again. Beauty kind and full of grace.
Love it.
Again tonight, the beast return. The beast he turned and hid his face, and tried with all his might about it to understand. And once upon a time, you know I used to wonder why. You know no one should be too blind. Pain, a heart forbade to fly, but you learn to say goodbye as you whisper beneath the sky. Sweet pain, can't you plainly see? Sweet pain, you don't matter to me. Sweet pain, won't you make me feel at home? Sweet pain, don't you dare leave me alone. Sometimes a life that seems hard to take, soothe for a while I am a friend, leaving a bad need in its wake. Sad some friendships never ever seem to end, never end. But all my heroes up and die. Songs of a dream I left for me, but give them midnight suicides. So lately friendship and a dream that we could be, and dysentery crime was more than they could bear. You know they did not even care, and they might have something there, but I'm here and I don't see where. All I hear is a silent prayer. Sweet pain, music so terribly wrong. Sweet pain, don't want to come along. Sweet pain, won't you make me smile? Sweet pain, it's only for a while. Position to give advice. My heart had spoken, I wrote it down. You know every wisdom has its price. My head in the stars and my feet planted firmly on the ground. When I embrace this life I see, I've been wondering for so long, thinking back
I've always wanted that song to be longer. But I don't know why musicians do that. Especially guitar players when they end a song in a fade out with the guitar solo. Maybe it's because, creatively they're like, listen, I got this, but I really don't know how to end it. So it's really more convenient to just kind of fade it out. But again, here's a song that tells a story about life and pain and this ponderance about, all this stuff that we go through, and where he's singing about it. Is there going to come a time that I just embrace this life? My head's in the stars, but my feet are planted firmly on the ground, you know. And so, what is this song? Is this song more for me about the guitar playing? Is it about the feel? Is it about the storytelling? Is it about the singing? I think it's all of the above. I think they did a wonderful job. Brendan, what's his last name? The drummer. First name was Brendan. I forget his last name. And then of course there was Bobby Sheehan before he passed away on bass. Phenomenal bass player. Would have been just one of the best. They just laid this nice rhythm. They laid this foundation for a story to be told. And then Chan comes along with the guitar. He's got these nice tracks layered in such a very tasteful way. We've got some acoustic and electric. And that first solo, I think that was acoustic, or it could have just been an effect on the electric guitar that kind of made it sound a little more acoustic. Or it could have been an acoustic electric guitar that he was soloing on. And then at the end, it was just a full-on bluesy electric solo. No harmonica, like I said, but John told the story and the band told the story with him. And this was the time in my life where I was really getting into these story songs. And so to hear a blues band telling a story like this, of course, like I said, at the same time I was discovering Robert Cray. And, he was really good at telling the stories. But this was more of a bluesy rock, more than, Robert Cray was more bluesy. I mean, it was blues rock, but it was kind of a more poppy, upbeat. Blues Traveler had that, but they also had sort of this tinge of dark to them as well, which I thought was very intriguing and interesting. There's just this flavor that was being added to the spice of my musical dish called Blues Traveler. That was like, whoa, my goodness, what is this? And again, this album to me is just will always have a special memories, special bond to this album, and I may do a full album reaction. Take you on that journey with me, but I wanted to sample this into my playlist because it was early '90s that Blues Traveler came onto my musical soundscape, and they were a staple for close to a decade, and then of course I started moving in a different direction when it came to the late 90s, early 2000s, and at some point we will get to that, but I'm going to start dropping in more of these bands that were sort of the spice of the dish, but the dish is going to revolve around Led Zeppelin, Rush, and Iron Maiden. Sabotage. I said Iron Maiden. Iron Maiden, they're coming. They're coming. They are coming. They did hit the scene hard for me. It was like, oh my God, what is this? In fact, they're coming next. So that's going to be a very interesting one for me to talk about. But yeah, this was and always will be a sweetheart for me. All right, guys, that's all I have for this one. God bless you. Jesus loves you. And I will talk to you in the next episode. Bye. Ba-da-da-da-da.